Inventory tab, and the checkbox for Allow on-screen posting. If checked, the supplies will deplete immediately when the end user clicks on Post Inventory on each individual case. If unchecked, the supplies will batch for depletion when the end user clicks on Post Inventory. The batch will then need to be posted in Inventory Transactions or Inventory Posting. Okay, I'm going to go into a sample patient's case history. Under Supplies Used, I'm going to pull in all the supplies from the linked preference card. Notice that you can also add supplies via an item template. After the user finishes entering in the updated quantities, then you would click on Save, then click on Post Inventory. Because I have my configuration set to not allow the end user to deplete, it just batched the supplies. If you notice where it says Generate Transactions, it has a quantity there, but the posted transactions are set to 0. If I did allow the end user to deplete, then it would show the same quantity under Generated and Posted. Now, I want to deplete all the batches that were auto-created from cases performed. Highlight the desired batches. Keep it in mind you can use the Select All and/or manually select or deselect using the Control and/or Shift keys on your keyboard. I'm going to click on Select All, then hold down Control and deselect the one called New Batch. Click Load Line Items, review the information, then you just click on Post Transactions. If you're still in this window and you want to view a batch in Inventory Transactions, you can highlight the batch and click on Transaction Input. And that is one way to access Inventory Transactions. This is where you can edit or create manual batches to adjust quantities of supplies. We discussed depletion from cases, but other types of quantity adjustments need to be done. For example, discarded expired meds, spot count updates, error corrections, etc. The left-hand side can show all open, work in progress, and rejected batches. As you can see, I have two open batches, one called New Batch and the other Supply Used. Batches are comprised of a batch number, description, status, and statuses are open, posted, work in progress, rejected, or locked. Then you have inventory transaction codes, so you can group like transactions in your reporting. And source of batch. If I open up the supply used batch, you can see the status is S for supplies used. Other statuses are C for physical count, R is a PO receiving, and if blank, it was a manually created batch, like the new batch we were just looking at. You can always reference the help to see a listing of the statuses. The right-hand side is going to show you the calculated information for the selected batch. And the bottom section is going to show you the detail. Let's create a new batch to adjust a quantity of a supply that is incorrect in the system. If I look at Zofran in the item master, it shows I have 6 on hand. I just did a spot count, threw away 1 expired bottle, so now I only have 5 on hand. Back in Transactions, I'm going to click on New, give it a description. In this case, I'm going to deplete quantity of an expired medication. Select the appropriate transaction code. I'm going to go ahead and do just an adjustment. Select the supply, and if you know the item number, you can just enter it in, or you can click on the magnifying glass to search for the item. Enter the quantity to adjust. I'm going to enter -1 to remove 1 from quantity on hand, and then click on Save. Now the batch is waiting in inventory posting to be included in the next bulk posting. I'm going to go ahead and open up inventory posting, select the batch we just did, and post the inventory to the system. Now when I go into the item master, I can see we have quantity 5 versus 6.